I know that you've also spoken in the past about how repetition can have this quality where
Yeah.
if you suddenly start repeating something, it it like creates an island of that particular moment and distorts the sort of like way that you perceive the flow of like the trajectory of that idea. Can you talk a little bit about that in your music?
For me, I guess the most formal way of describing it, and in the direction I think you're pointing towards, is that for me it's a kind of enveloping mechanism. So from a kind of Gestalt perspective, you could have all of these islands, you could have all these collections of different objects, and you might be grouping them by various proximities or similarities, but you could really break the connection, or you could interrupt how one is grouping simply by drawing a boundary or an enclosure, kind of Venn diagram style around. So like if there's a flock of birds here and like a herd of goats here, like we think birds together, goats together. But then if I like encircle some of the goats with some of the birds, we would just think of that as a collection because it's got a boundary around it. And that's what repetition often does in my own music, meaning I'm usually not composing loops. I'm usually composing kind of uh, more additive process and then finding places to disrupt the proximities or similarities within that kind of chain of events.